Right, let's get on to this conversation, hopefully inspiring you. Lerato Mokhaneli is a plus-size woman who began running in December of 2023. Lerato says she used to admire runners and always wanted to hit the road, but she had insecurities about her weight. So instead, she opted to go to the gym, run on a treadmill, as it felt like a much safer space. However, over the past 3 months, Lerato has documented her weight loss journey on her social media accounts and has garnered over 30,000 followers. And she's here in studio with us to talk about this journey of hers and becoming a runner. It's wonderful to meet you. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
All right, I want to start right at the beginning because that's the important place.
Yes.
What made you want to take hold of your life and take your body back and bring yourself into a healthy place you found comfortable?
Yeah, because, I am a mother. So my daughter is 10 now. So she's also getting a little bit bigger, you know. And I was like, no, this is not the way, because she's looking up to me. And because I'm a big girl, I'm like, I need to take charge of my life mainly for my daughter so we can start and living a family of being fit.
Yeah.
So she was the main thing for me. She was like, the main person that I said, I want to do this for my child so that she can grow fit as well.
Yeah.
Because, she would come from school and she's feeling a little bit big herself because the other girls are a little bit on the skinnier side. And she's also not feeling comfort. But growing up, I knew I went through that. And I was like, no, I'm going to step that with me so that she doesn't go through the same.
So tell me, so you looking at your daughter, you're thinking, I don't want her following in the footsteps. I want her to look up to me. Had you always gone to gym? Is it something that so you'd never ever done this before?
No.
This was something like, right, how do I take myself back?
Yeah, because you don't see yourself
Yeah.
as a big person. You always see yourself as a person, right? But then when you're fitting into the clothes and everything like that, you're like, no, now I'm going overboard. Because sometimes I'm comfortable, but it's like, no, now you're getting too big. There's something that you need to do about it. So I signed up for the gym.
Yeah.
And I started lifting weights. That's the first thing that I started doing. But then I remembered in my mind that I always liked running. I've never done it, but I liked it. I don't know if it makes sense.
I also like the look of it. I also
because
I'll talk to you about my sort of experience with it, but carry on.
Because when you pass people, I would pass like in a car, people are running. I would be like, I like to do that someday. I would really like to do that. And I started doing it at the gym, but on the treadmill. And I'm like, no, it's not the same.
It's not the same. It's boring on a treadmill.
Yeah. And then in December, because there was not many people, traffic, because a lot of people are not in Joburg, then I started to go on track because I didn't feel like a lot of people would look at me and see me.
So that bugged you.
Yes.
So that worried you. Is that if people would look at you and say,
Yes.
look at her.
Look at this.
She doesn't deserve to be running.
Yeah.
Really?
She shouldn't supposed to be
Okay.
running. So I did it in December because there was not a lot of people running.
Oh,
but
man.
guess what? When I was running on the road, there would be cars, babe, just
being
encouraging me,
inspired.
They'd be inspired by me and they would encourage me to go for it. Go, yes, you're doing it for yourself. And I'm like, oh, it's a different experience out here. So I started doing it, and I started going into it. And then I started signing up for races. And that's where I am now. It's not stopping. I'm signing up for the next race. I'm signing up for the next race and I'm loving it.
So you've done a 5K race, 10K?
Yes, I've done 2 5Ks.
2 5Ks?
I've done an 8K and a 10K.
So where's the ultimate goal?
Marathon.
You want to do a full marathon?
Yes, I want to do it for the 2K.
And Comrades, is that?
Yes,
am I thinking too far away?
is a 42, but not now. I don't feel like I'm ready now.
No, of course not.
Yes.
No, let's get you. Let's get
it step by step. Yes.
So
yes.
May I ask you? Have you lost weight? Is it working?
I have lost weight.
Okay.
I started at 126.
Yeah.
I'm about 116 now.
Look at you, girl.
Yes.
So every K you're running, the big ones, you're losing the weight at the same time.
Yes.
10
And
Ks,
sometimes
10
I don't
Ks.
see it because I don't weigh myself. I don't like it to weigh myself too much.
Yeah.
But then when I look at the videos, because I take a lot of videos, and I look at the videos, I'm like, I see a little bit of a difference. And then I go and weigh myself. But I really don't like weighing myself. It's a once-a-time thing because I feel like the scale will weigh me off.
Okay. So I want to talk about what I decided to do. And I want to ask you if you were kind of the same thing. I used to watch these people that would run the Comrades Marathon. Everybody wakes up early in the morning, thousands and tens of thousands of people. Like, what is wrong? There can't be something wrong with every one of them. So I sat there and my whole life I never, ever, ever ran. I couldn't. It was something that scared me.
Yeah.
Then I was turned 40, and then I used to sit and watch my son play cricket.
Yeah.
And there was a field right next to his cricket net, and I thought, okay, well, let me try this thing.
Okay.
Let me just bring sneakers worth and walk
while
and run.
he's playing.
And walk and run.
Yeah.
And then run,
Yeah.
walk, run,
Yeah.
run.
Run.
And I
That's how it
kind of
starts.
found myself running. And
Yes.
granted, it was in a circle.
Yes.
And then I took to the roads and did whatever.
Yes.
Were you the same? Did
I
it
was.
start off as a very slow
Yes.
walk?
Yes.
And then maybe run between trees?
Definitely, that's how it starts. Because also I'm a big girl, so I've got issues with my knees.
Okay.
So I started walking. That's how I started on the treadmill. And then after that, like I said, when I went to trek on the road, I started walking. It's like a 2-minute interval. 2 minutes walking, 2 minutes running. 2 minutes walking, 2 minutes running. And then the next thing, you're running for 2 minutes. You're running for 2 minutes. And now you're walking less more than you're running. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it started. And now I can fully run 1K without stopping, which is something that I could never, ever do.
And that is an achievement.
Yeah, it
and
is.
people cannot ever look down on that, you know, because at the end of the day, I mean, being able to do that full run for 1K.
1K.
That is your great
The first time I did it, I
achievement.
was crying. I cried. I'm like, this is crazy.
And so when you're doing your races, do you find, obviously, I mean, this is still brand new for you. I mean, we're talking
It is. It
3
is.
months in.
Yes.
So this is the beginning of something,
Yes.
and I hope you keep it up.
Thank you so much.
Do
I
you
will.
find that you obviously you're walking a lot of the race, and then you're running and
Yes.
walking and running?
Yes, I am. So usually I start with the 5Ks, and most of the 5Ks people are walking. But I decided to do it differently because I know my goals. I want to get to the end at a certain time. So I'm pacing myself, yet I have a goal. I want to finish it maybe by 2 hours. So people would walk in, but I'll still be running. And then sometimes I would walk, but most of it I run, which I'm not a runner. It's more like pacing. So I pace myself.
Which is great.
Yeah, so that's what I do. Even in a 10K, I don't put pressure on myself. So I still walk, and then I do a lot of running as well. Yeah.
What about your diet? Because as much as we want to do the exercise, and I've realized this, I love exercising, but I love food at the same time. And I realized that I could never, ever, ever out-exercise my eating.
Your diet, no.
And that's the problem.
Yes.
Have you changed that as well?
I have. So there's this thing that is called meal prep, which a lot of people dread because it's like eating the same meal every day. Okay, so it's like when you prepare a meal like a salad and maybe some meat, and then you put it in containers for the whole week, and you put it in the fridge. So that's what I do, and it helps me a lot because I'm not sidetracked or thinking about what am I going to eat. I already have meal prepped that I'm eating, and it keeps me in a calorie deficit.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So from the beginning, when you ran on roads that were empty because you were embarrassed and you were scared that people were going to feel and laugh at you and say, what is that woman doing there? She doesn't deserve to be, to now.
Yeah.
How have you inspired people? How many people reach out to you and talk to you about it?
It's crazy.
Really?
If I can show you my DMs, you would. Yeah, it's just crazy. People would just reach out to me. Some of them are not ready to reach out maybe publicly, but they'll come to my DM and say, listen, I'm a big girl. I've started running. I just did my 5K. Or an older person who's like, I've been running before. I stopped, but I saw your videos and I'm doing it again. You know, so I think it's very inspirational for a lot of people to look at me and say, if she can do it, I can do it. And I think I love that. That's more I love it. I'm not about the cameras and everything. I'm all about, if I can get someone to move, I'm happy.
That's amazing.
I'm changing someone's life in any way where they're just looking at me. Because if you go and my comments are very, very inspirational and very supportive. Where you would be thinking people will troll you because of how you're running as a big girl, but it's actually the opposite. The running world is different. They're very supportive. And I think I'm also inspired in turn to be able to continue because there's so many people that I'm inspiring. I don't know if it makes sense.
It makes all the sense in the world to me.
Yeah.
It really, really does. And I never, ever want to hear that you're stopping.
No, I won't.
I want you to be sitting here in a couple of months' time and saying, I did my 40 or I did my 20 and you're at that point.
Yes.
And I must say, you know, when you participate in group activities, it inspires you. And it is something that, and I have found I remember I used to cycle a lot, and the cycling community was amazing. The running community, when I have been running on the roads, there will be always people, someone saying to you, keep going, you're doing so well, don't stop, dig deep, do this.
A lot of people in my community will see me, they're like, they will come to the comments, I'm the one who just drove past you. I was the one who was like honking at my thing, and I was like, I'm so inspired that you're doing it. Or you walking on the road, and then I see this old guy, he would always give me a sweet. So every time in the morning I meet him, he walks and I'm running. He would come to my side and just give me one sweet. I'm like, congratulations. He does that every single day.
Look at
so
that.
It's inspiring for me to keep going, and it makes me so emotional. And I'm like,
How's your daughter? Because it started with you wanting her to see you and
Yes.
you inspiring her.
She wants to
How's
come
she
and do
doing?
5Ks with me now. She's
Okay.
like, Mommy, I want to do this with you.
Yeah.
And mainly because she sees the goodie bags
Probably.
that I get and the medals.
Exactly. She's like, I want a medal too. How old is she?
She's 10 years old.
She's 10 years old.
Yes.
This is perfect. So she's going to be that next one.
Definitely, we're doing a 5K with her.
You're going to do it
very
together.
Soon, yes.
I'm
Yeah.
so proud of you, and I'm
Thank you
so
so
happy to have met
much.
you. You're inspiring me to get back onto running. I ran a 5K the other day, and I felt so good. I'm just having such
Yes.
problems with everything at the moment. Age is a horrible thing. It's a
is.
terrible thing. Enjoy it while you can still run. And,
Thank
and
you
like
so
you say,
much.
struggles with your knees,
Yeah.
but you still persevering
Yeah,
through
we
it.
push through. We push through. I feel like that's what
amazing.
life is about.
Yeah.
Once you start something, don't give up.
Yeah.
Don't give in, no matter how hard it works. I always say the harder thing is wake up. Once you wake up, put your shoes on, you're on the road, you're never going to get stopped.
And it may be difficult in the beginning,
In the
but the
beginning.
feeling afterwards.
Afterwards, when I
Best
finished
feeling
my
in the world.
first 10K, oh my gosh, the feeling was amazing.
Amazing. I'm so
Yes.
proud of you, Lerato.
Thank you
What a
so
joy to
much.
meet you. And I have no doubt you've inspired a lot of people sitting and watching and having their cornflakes covered in sugar, putting that spoon down, thinking, okay, let me go outside and
Yes.
walk between the
Let's
trees.
do it.
Let me do it. Let me start. Start, guys. That's the biggest decision to make. Fitness enthusiast, Lerato Mokhaneli. What is your Instagram? We were seeing some videos there. What's
yeah, Lerato M_fitness.
Okay, good.
Yes.
All right, go have a look, follow her, and let's see what happens. Lerato's got to come back after she completes that big marathon of hers when she does enter it and get there. Speaking to us
you.
about her weight loss journey.